Well, hello and welcome back to Higher Ground Gaming and doing our 1975 Red Sox Reds 75 replay. I guess it's 75 twice, but anyway. And if you watched the last game, you'll notice that I did a little intro there, and I kind of left some timestamps on the video to show you some highlights. But yeah, Game 3 was an awesome game. This is the box score, so I'm just going to go through this very quickly, just to give you a flavor since you missed the audio on it, since my mic was unplugged. Not unplugged in a good way either. Unplugged in a way you don't get any sound. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to go over some of the highlights here. So the Reds quickly scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first off of Rick Wise, so not off to a good start. And then I believe it was Carlton Fisk who hit a home run in the top of the second, if I remember right. Yeah, off Jack Billingham to make it a 3-1 game. And then in the 5th inning, Jim Rice, with 1 runner on, hit a 2-run homer. So his basically first impact of the series to tie the game. Was it in the third? Wait a second. What inning was that in? No, in the 3rd inning. I'm sorry. Yeah, to give the Red Sox tie the game at 3, and then Freddie Lynn, I believe, yeah, Fisk doubled, I think, and then Fred Lynn knocked him in with a single to give the Red Sox a 4-3 lead at the time. Then in the top of the 5th, the Red Sox, I believe they went back to back. Yeah, Carlton Fisk and Freddie Lynn went back-to-back in the 5th inning to increase the Red Sox lead to 6-3. The Reds scored single runs in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Definitely had opportunity to score more, but were only able to score single runs there. But that tied the game at 6. And then in the top of the 9th, after 2 were down, Carlton Fisk singled. Freddie Lynn hit a 2-run homer to make it 8-6. And then the Reds, I believe, what ended up happening is there was a pinch hitter. Crowley came in, yeah, to pinch hit, but I changed pitchers and put in Moret, the lefty, and then they countered with Doug Flynn, who came in and made an out, so I got the first out there. But then Pete Rose singled, I believe, and Ken Griffey walked, yep, to give it first and second. And then, Ken Griffey might have flown out. I don't remember. It was either Ken Griffey flew out or, and then Joe Morgan. No, I think Ken Griffey did walk, and then either one of them, those two walked, and one of them made an out to make it first and second with 2 down, still leading 8-7. And then Johnny Bench got a base hit to left. And I thought, okay, they were at least going to go extra innings. And Jim Rice came up throwing, only had a 16% chance of getting him out, and threw a bullet to the plate on target to nail Rose trying to score, thus ending the game and giving the Red Sox an 8-7 win. So Jim Rice, very impactful, both offensively and defensively, in game 3. To give the Red Sox a 2-1 lead. Player of the game definitely was Freddie Lynn, who hit 2 home runs, including the 2-run homer in the top of the 9th, even though a case could be made for Rice too, saving the game by that, throw to the plate. But that would have never happened if Freddie Lynn hadn't have hit that 2-run homer. In fact, and for that matter, Fisk hadn't got a single either, because then the Reds, who knows, but probably would have scored the winning run in the bottom of the 9th and won at 7-6. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a little introduction there. So I'm going to set up the game and continue on recording for Game 4. So I just wanted to give you a little recap of Game 3, which was an exciting game, and unfortunately didn't get the audio for it. But anyway, I'll be back in a second. Hello, and welcome to Game 4 of the 1975 World Series. It's going to be Louis Tiant on the hill for the Red Sox against Fred Norman, which was the actual pitching matchup, so we finally got one that evened out for the series. The first three pitchers for the Reds were the same first three pitchers for the Reds in the actual series, except the order was a little different, so the matchups were different. But anyway, the lineup's a little different for the Red Sox. I moved it around a little bit. As you can see, Juan Benitez started the actual Game 4, which the Red Sox won. So I left him in, but I moved him to third base since I wouldn't have enough outfielder position because he's an outfielder also. And instead, I elected to take Rico Petrocelli out, at least to start the game, so I lose a little bit on defense, but hopefully we'll get some spark from the top of the lineup there. And Evans, who had been leading off, I have him batting second. I moved Fred Lynn a little bit up in the order because Yastrzemski's been struggling so far. I don't think Yastrzemski has a hit in the series yet, so I moved him down to the 5 spot, take a little pressure off him. And Freddie Lynn, who's been hot, hit 2 home runs, obviously, in the last game, including the game winner. Eventual game winner. So I moved him up to third. Fisk's still in the cleanup spot. Jim Rice I moved down into the 6th spot to protect Yastrzemski. And I moved Burleson, I think, up 1. And Doyle I moved down because he's not that great against lefty pitching, at least his on base percentage and stuff. So anyway, so I changed the lineup a little bit. So that's the lineup for the Red Sox. Okay, Fred Norman comes in, had a 12-4 record in 1975 with a 3.73 earned run average, making his first start of the series. A whip of 1.31, surrendered 23 home runs, 84 walks, and 119 strikeouts. Lefties hit just 235 against him, and righties just 233. So pretty even splits there for Norman. Anyway, Juan Benitez has had 2 at-bats, pinch hit at-bats in the series, 0 for 2 so far. In the actual season, he hit 291 with 2 homers, 17 runs batted, and 254 at-bats. Rick Miller would come in this game to play for him later. But Rick Miller, for some reason, after Game 1, somehow ended up, either that or I must have forgot to put him up in the lineup to be active, so he's not eligible for the series, unfortunately. And we have Tim Blackwell, the backup third catcher, so which he won't see any action too. But anyway, so we're a little bit short in that regards, but still all right. We do have a 2-1 series lead, and let's get started. All right, so on Benitez, 324 against lefty pitching. Part of the reason why he's in there today. Defense behind Norman, Foster in left, Geronimo in center, Griffey in right, Rose, Concepcion, Morgan, and Perez. So the same, and bench behind the plate, the same lineup and outfield. Well, same outfield anyway for the Reds. Same defense for the Reds as was in games 1, 3, and 4. Game 2 being a little different with Griffey not starting game 2. Anyway. So Benitez steps in. Norman looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Darryl Johnson seems to know what he's doing, as Benitez is going to be on with a leadoff double. So getting a start today, he makes the most of it by starting off with a double. All right, so it'll be Dwight Evans with a chance to give the Red Sox the lead. 372 against lefty pitching. Benitez gets his lead. Norman looks in for the sign. Evans, 2 for 14 in the series. Just a 143 clip. Let's see if we can get him started today. It's going to be a high fly on the 0-1 pitch to right field. Griffey drifts over and makes the catch. Benitez tags but doesn't go anywhere. So that'll bring up the red-hot Freddie Lynn, who's 9 for 13 in the series, hitting on a 692 clip. 2 homers, 8 runs batted in, including both those home runs coming in Game 3. All right, so Benitez gets his lead. Lynn hitting 282 against lefty pitching. Here's the windup in the pitch by Norman. And we have an error check here. So we have a 26% chance of an error. A lot of the minorities have been happening here. And yeah, he drops it. Yep. So, just like last game, the lower probabilities happens this time, and that'll put runners at the corners with just one down. Red Sox, the chance to strike first here with Carlton Fisk, 389 against lefty pitching. Fisk also very hot in the series, hitting 533, so 583, 7 for 12 with 3 homers, 2 of them in the last game. 3 runs batted in, 1 walk, an on-base percentage of .615. So Norman looks in for the sign, looks at the runners, kicks and delivers. Here's the pitch. Infield range check. Smash up the middle. Morgan's going for it. 17% chance of being safe. Scoops it up. Off balance throw to second. Time to get Lynn. So Fisk is safe on the fielder's choice, and Benitez will come around the score, the first run of the game. Give the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. So yeah, Yastrzemski with a chance to get himself out of it. 0 for 13 so far in the series. Moving down to spot number 5. The captain ready to grip and rip against Norman. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he'll continue to struggle as he hits a ground ball to second. Morgan up with it. Fires to second to get Fisk and end the inning. But the Red Sox do score a run and lead it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. So Louis Tiant, who pitched, I believe, 8 2/3 innings, just one out shy of getting a complete game in Game 1, getting the win, 6-2, with a 0.98 whip so far in that game. For the season, he was 18 14 with a 4.02 earned run average in 260 innings, walking 72 and striking out 142. Lefties hit 268 against them, and righties 242 for the series so far. Lefties have hit just 200, and righties even have fared even worse with a 176 batting average. So the lineup for the Reds: Rose in third will start. Ken Griffey in right will bat second. Joe Morgan, the second baseman, is third. Johnny Bench, the catcher, cleanup. Tony Perez is having a good series. The first baseman hits fifth. Cesar Geronimo, the center fielder, bats sixth. Dave Concepcion, the shortstop, hits seventh. George Foster, for some reason, batting eighth. The left fielder, he homered in yesterday's game. And Fred Norman, the pitcher, bats ninth. Fred Norman, a switch-hitting pitcher. Interesting. All right, so Rose hitting 316 against righty pitching. Tiant looks up for the sign, looks to the sky, and delivers. Easy chopper to second. Doyle scoop it up, throws it to first for the out. So 1 up and 1 down. That'll be on Ken Griffey. And let's look at Rose's stats for the series. So including that last at bat, he is now 5 for 13, 2 runs scored, hitting at a 385 clip. All right, so Ken Griffey up to the plate now. He's 2 for 10 in the series with a walk. 312 against righty pitching. Here's the pitch, and it's a hard ground ball to second. Doyle's up with it, over to first for out number 2, so 2 up and 2 down. Brings up little Joe Morgan, who's having a great series. He's 6 for 13 in the series with 4 runs batted in. I believe he has 4 or 5 stolen bases already. 5 stolen bases, and caught stealing twice. Those caught stealings were at third base, where Fisk was able to throw him out twice. Big moments in those games. All right. So Tiant looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch to Morgan. 348 against righty pitching. And that's going to be a base hit. So the Reds have their first base runner. Strzemski will hold him on. Morgan always a threat to steal. Bench up to the plate. Bench hitting 278 against righty pitching. Morgan's going to try to steal. And we are going to concede. This will throw it away. There are 2 down. If there was 1 down, I might try it. But... all right, so Fisk doesn't get a good grip on the ball. And Morgan's now in scoring position for bench. Bench 278 against righty pitching. And it's going to be a hard ground ball to short. The Rooster up with it, over to first. And that'll do it. So after 1 full, it's Boston 1 and Cincinnati nothing. Red Sox will send up Rice, Burleson, and Doyle. Rice 3 for 13 in the series with a big 2-run homer in yesterday's game, tying the game at 3 at the time. But more importantly, perhaps just as important, was his throw from left field, gunning out Pete Rose, trying to score the tying run in the bottom of the 9th, sealing the Red Sox victory. So Rice 340 against righty pitching. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Jim Ed Rice makes contact. Blast to center. Going, and gone. 423 home run for Jim Ed Rice. His second of the series. And the Red Sox extend their lead now to 2-0. So good start so far for the Red Sox. As Rice connects again. All right, that'll be up to Rooster Rick Burleson, just 2 for 11 in the series, for hitting just 182. 232 against a righty pitching. And infield range check. Keeping the hole at first. Perez dives. 59% chance of beating it out. And he can't get to it as it goes under his glove. And for some reason, oh, there's nobody out. That's why. So Burleson at first. Doyle up to the plate now. And Doyle is going to bunt. Rose and Perez in on the grass. Doyle looks the bunt. 50% chance of a successful bunt. Hard down. Rose charges it, picks it up. 2nd for 1, back. Oh my goodness, they turned the double play. So Doyle bunts it too hard. It hits into the double play. So that'll bring up Tiant. He's 0 for 3 in the game, in the series so far, but does have himself an RBI. The 0-1 pitch. And he pops it up. Perez settles under and makes the catch. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. I mean, no one left on. And it remains 2-0. Well, 1 run, I should say, as Rice hit the solo home run. So 2-0 now as we head to the home half of the second. So it'll be Perez, Geronimo, and Concepcion up against El Tiante. Perez 289 against righty pitching. For the series, he's 6 for 13, hitting at a 462 clip with 4 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by, he did go deep against Tiant twice in game 1. Both solo home runs, but this time Tiant gets him. Took a little bit off that change up there. And whiffs on a strike for out number 1. Alrighty, Geronimo up to the plate now. Geronimo just 1 for 12 in the series. Pitch by Tiant. Tiant inducing a lot of ground balls. And hits it right to Doyle at second. Over to Yastrzemski for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Reds' second. So Tiant looking strong so far. Concepcion 290 against righty pitching. Concepcion 4 for 12 in the series. Hitting at a 333 clip, Tiant delivers. And Tiant will record his second strikeout. And that'll do it for the Reds in the second. So we head to the top of the third, with the Red Sox leading by 2. Top of the order, Benitez, Evans, and Lynn. Benitez doubled, came around to score his first time up. Here's the pitch by Norman. And chopper to second. Morgan up with it. 4-3 on the putout for out number 1. That'll bring up Evans, who flew up to right his first time up. Norman winds up and delivers. Hard ground ball to short. Concepcion scoops it up, guns it to first. Throw was high, but Perez will snag it for the out. 2 up and 2 down in the Red Sox third. That'll bring up Freddie Luna, reached on the error by Perez, his first time up. 1-2 pitch. And we have a first umpire play of the game. This is temperature for some reason. Norman's off the mound. He guns at the first. Cold weather is making it tough on the hitter, so we have weather effects here. So we head to the bottom of the third. The Red Sox still leading 2-0. Foster up to the plate. Foster 5 for 13 in the series with 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Tiant winds up and delivers. And Tiant has the strikeout pitch going. Right down the middle. Alright, so that'll be Fred Norman, the pitcher, up there now. Just a 110 hitter against a righty pitching. 117 on the season. Tiant toes the rubber, the windup in the pitch. And Fred Norman is going to reach on a 1-out single as he scoots it up the middle. So he'll be held on by Yastrzemski. Tying run Rose coming to the plate now. The 1 down. Pitch to the plate. Norman's off with a pitch. Deep drive by Rose. %30 chance of going foul. Come on, foul. It's hooking, and foul. Woo! Thank goodness. Just by a few feet foul, but foul nonetheless. That would have tied the game at 2. So Rose back in the box. Tiant toes the rubber, pauses, and delivers. Infield range check. Taps slowly towards short. Burleson charges. Picks it up. Fires to first. And has him for the out as Norman moves into scoring position now with 2 down. So we have Griffey, who grounded out to second his first time up. Norman gets his lead. Tiant behind the plate. Looks at the runner. Nods his head. Kicks and delivers. And Tiant gets another strikeout. Wow. As Griffey misses the pitch in the dirt. A lot of spin on that pitch. Alright, so I bring up Fisk, who had a RBI ground out his first time up. Giving the Red Sox their first run of the day. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in the top of the 4th. He pitches. And that's going to be a ground ball. Third, Rose up with it. Guns to first to get Fisk for out number 1. So Yastrzemski looking for his first hit of the series still. Grounded out his first time up. Here's the pitch. Ooh, an error possibility. Yaz will get on any way he can. 7% chance of the error. Short fly to left. Foster's coming on hard. He's there and makes the catch. So Yastrzemski continues to struggle. So to bring up Jim Rice, homered his first time up. 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ground out. The short. Concepcion up with over to first, and the Red Sox go in order in the fourth. So after 3.5, it remains Boston 2, Cincinnati nothing. So Morgan singled his first time up, then stole second. 3-2 pitch. And he'll be up with his second hit of the day. So Morgan continues to be hot. Let's see if he goes here. That'll be a bench is 0 for 1. Morgan's going to try to get the steal attempt. Here's the pitch. Morgan's running on the pitch. Bench takes the ball high. We're going to try to throw him out. And Morgan's in there. So Morgan in scoring position with nobody out. Bench back in the box. 2-2 pitch. And Tiant gets him on the check swing as Kraft says he went. So 1 down now for Perez, who struck out his first time up. Morgan's going to try to steal third. Let's see if Fisk can get him for a third time. %20 chance to get him. And he's out for the third time. So Colin Fisk nails Morgan for the third time, trying to steal third. Wow. I thought for sure the odds are against him throwing him out 3 times in a row, but wow. We'll take it. So 2 out now with the bases clear for Perez. Full count delivery. And he'll draw the walk. So Perez draws the 2-out walk. Toronto up, grounded out to second his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Or to first, sorry. Yastrzemski makes the play, underhands to Tiant, covering for the out. So that'll do it for the Reds in the fourth. And after 4 full, it remains 2-0 Boston. So the Red Sox with the bottom third of the order, Burleson, Doyle, and Tiant. Pitch by Norman. Infield range check. Concepcion dives. And 23% chance of beating it. And he gets him by a step. Nice range by Concepcion. Alright, 1 down for Denny Doyle, who trying to sacrifice hit into a double play. He'll hit away here, obviously. 3-2 pitch. And he draws the 1-out walk. Alright, so the corners are going to move in now for Tiant, who's expected to try to bunt. And he will. So Tiant squares around. Oh my goodness, 77% chance of failing. And Tiant will reach on the fielder's choice. Not a good bunt by El Tiante. So he'll get the jacket as he rounds the bases. Try to stay warm. So Beniquez up to the plate now with Tiant on first. 2 down. Perez playing him back at Tiant. And he's going to get underneath this one. High fly to center. Drawn was there and makes the catch for out number 3. So halfway through, it remains 2-0 Boston. Concepcion to lead it off. He 0 for 1 in the game so far. Tiant winds up and pitches. And he's going to hit a ground ball to short. Burleson's up with it over to first. 6-3 on the putout for out number 1. Cedric Foster struck out his first time up. And the Reds will get their 4th hit of the day as Foster reaches on the 1-out single. Stremski holding him on. Norman up to the plate. We're not going to hold them. And corners are going to play in. All right, here we go. So Norman up to the plate, expected to bunt. He sets, pitches. Norman squares the bunt. 58% chance of being not successful. The offset of it misses for strike 3. So Tiant records another strikeout. Rose is grounded out twice, just missed the home run. Just a few feet foul. And Tiant, for the game, has got 6 strikeouts. Okay. He could use a big one here. Big strikeout here would help. So Rose up to the plate. Very dangerous batter. Tiant delivers. And Rose is going to ground out for the 3rd time. Routine ground ball to first. Yastrzemski backhands it and takes to the bag himself to end the inning. So through 5 full, the Red Sox shutting out Cincinnati 2-0. Tiant looking very strong so far. Evans, Lynn, and Fisk if anybody gets on Yastrzemski. Norman back out there for inning number 6. Pitch to Evans. And we have our first outfield range check, I believe, in the game. Line drive to center, drawn out A. 14% chance of it getting in there. And he makes the catch. Snow cone catch for number 1. That'll bring up Lynn. He's 0 for 2. Reached on an error by Perez his first time up. He's definitely due. And backdoor curve freezes him and Lynn goes down on strikes for out number 2. So Fisk up there now. Fisk and Lynn pretty quiet today. And they'll continue to be quiet as he hits a lazy ball to left. Foster drifts over and snags it for out number 3. So the Red Sox go quietly in the top of the 6th. So Griffey up to the plate now, 0 for 2 so far. 1-1 pitch. Infield range check. Smash up the middle. Off his glove. And finally the odds go against the Red Sox today. So an infield single for Griffey as leadoff runner is on. So that'll bring him Joe Morgan. Yastrzemski will hold him on. Payoff pitch. Outfield range check. Rip down the line. Evans running hard. Slides. Scoops it off the turf. Nice running catch. Red's first base coach thinks he trapped it, but no, says the umpire, who had a good look at it. Evans showing great range there. And Griffey scampers back to first. That definitely saved extra bases there. So bench up to the plate now. McEnany is up in the bullpen for the Reds, and Ooh. Draws the walk, so Reds have something going with the one down. Tying runs are on. Perez struck out and walked. Fisk goes out to talk to Tiant. Goes back behind the plate, sets up. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ground ball to short. Second for one, back to first. Double play, and that will do it for the Reds. So pitcher's best friend there. And we head to the top of the seventh. The Red Sox still cling to that 2-0 lead. So Yaz will lead it off. Still looking for his first hit of the series. 2-1 pitch. Wow. Hard ground ball to short. Concepcion has it. Throws to first. And that'll retire Yastrzemski. So that'll bring up Jim Rice with the one down. Rice hit a home run to give the Red Sox the 2-0 lead. Wind up in the pitch. Error check. %7 chance of an error. Short fly to left. Foster's charger and has it for out number 2. So that'll be up Burleson, who's 1 for 2 on the day. 1-0 pitch. High fly to center. Geronimo has it, and the Red Sox once again go quietly in the 7th. So 7th inning stretch time here at Riverfront Stadium with the Red Sox leading 2-0. Tiant back out there for inning number 7. No action in the Red Sox pen yet. Geronimo 0 for 2 on the day. Lazy fly ball to right. Evans is there and makes the catch for the out number 1. Concepcion 0 for 2 on the day. 3-2 pitch. And Tiant strikes him out. Tiant's got the strikeout going today. Looks strong. And they're quickly 2 out in the Cincinnati 7th. So Foster reaches last time up. Base hit. McEnany gets up again. Infield for the Reds. Infield range check. Slow roll to short. Burleson charges. 89% chance of getting him. Rifles the first. Got to be close. And he's out. Nice play by the Rooster. And an even better play by Yastrzemski. Stretching to get the out. Alright, so that'll bring up Denny Doyle, 0 for 1 with a walk. Norman's still out there for inning number 8. As McEnany has stopped throwing, says he's ready. Norman winds up and delivers. Deep drive. Nope. No power there. Lazy fly ball to center. Geronimo catches it for out number 1. Alright, so to bring up Tiant. We're going to let him stay in there. He's strong. Alright, Tiant up to the plate now. Reached on a fielder's choices last time up 0 for 2. Ooh. Error check here. 8% chance. Over makes the catch. So 2 up and 2 down. That'll bring up Beniquez, who's 1 for 3 with a double. Norman delivers. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Rose up with it over to first. The Red Sox go in order in the 8th. So it remains 2-0. And I imagine they're going to pinch hit for Norman. Pabone is getting up to throw in the Cincinnati pen, and Dan Dreesen, we've seen him a few times here. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. .299 against righty pitching. For the season, he hit .281 with 7 homers, 38 runs batted in, 210 at bats. The windup and the pitch. Oh, and that's going to be a base hit to right, and Dreesen's on. That'll be up Rose, who's been quiet today, but a very dangerous hitter. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Tiant pausing delivers. Oh, and that's going to be a base hit to right. So Dreesen rounds second, heading for third. And no, we don't want that. We're going to throw to the cutoff. We do not want the tying run to get in scoring position. So Red Sox playing back, going to trade 2 for 1. Tiant did pitch a complete game, so Alright, Dick Drago is going to start warming up in the Red Sox pen. Alright, Griffey up to the plate. Tying runs on base. Tiant looks in for the sign. Yes, the windup and the pitch. Oh no, deep drive. Woo! Drive to center. Thank goodness Griffey does not have power. Lynn's there, makes the catch. Dreesen tags. And he's not going with nobody out. Alright, so Morgan 2 for 3 on the day. Red Sox playing back for the double play, looking to get out of it. Morgan, though, very speedy, hard to double up. There you go, still warming. Here's the windup in the pitch. Payoff pitch. Hard ground ball. To short, or second. The second. Doyle has it. Throws second for 1. Back to first. Double play. And the Red Sox get out of it once again with no damage. And it remains 2-0 as we head to the 9th. Wow. Alright, so we got to see who's coming up for the Reds in the 9th. Okay, cancel. So Reds will have righty, righty, lefty. Then righty, righty. So we got to put a righty up there. Bullpen. Oh boy. Alright. Oh boy. I think we're gonna put Jim Willoughby. Yeah. We're going to warm up Jim Willoughby. Alrighty. So Bobone up to the plate now. In there for the Reds. Bobone 9-5 on the season with a 2.95 earned run average. In the series, he's pitched 2/3 of an inning, striking out 1 batter, not allowing an earned run. Alright, Evans to the plate now. And Evans hits a ground ball. Morgan scoops up, fires the first for the out. So 1 down now. Lynn up to the plate now. Lynn very quiet today. I believe 0 for 3. Wind up in the pitch. Lazy fly ball to center, and his counterpart will make the catch for out number 2. So to bring up Fisk, also a quiet day today. He's grounded out twice and flown out. The ball winds up, and he strikes him out for out number 3. So the Red Sox go quietly in the 9th. Tiant back out there to try to close it out. I'm going to leave him in there. Tiant ready to face bench. What has bench done today? Bench is 0 for 2 with a walk, so we're going to let him face Johnny. Tiant pitches. Error check. Chop for the second. Doyle scoops it up, throws the first. Yastrzemski has it. Bench is out. Whew. Alright, we're going to put up Drago again. Just in case Willoughby gets tired. Alright, Perez up there now. Reds down to their last 2 outs. The windup in the pitch. And Tiant strikes out another batter. Reds down to the last out. Geronimo 0 for 3 on the day. See if they let him hit or they bring in a pinch hitter. Looks like he's going to stay in there. That's going to be a high fly to right. Evans calls for it and makes the catch, and that will do it as the Red Sox hang on, scoring single runs in the top of the 1st and 2nd. That was all they needed to beat the Reds 2-0. So another gem, complete game gem by Tiant, definitely player of the game. Let's take a look at the box score. Wow, what a game. As the Red Sox take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series. Wow. So let's take a look at Tiant. Tiant goes the distance as he did in the actual game. But this game, he pitched much better than he did in the actual game. I think he allowed 4 runs in the actual game. So he pitches a complete game, allowing just 7 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Fred Norman pitched well, but who just was outdueled by Tiant. Fred Norman goes 8 innings, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs. Just 1 of them was earned. A walk and a strikeout. Allowing a home run to Rice. So for the Red Sox offensively, they managed just 3 hits on the day. Benitez with a double. And then Rice with a home run and Burleson with a single. That was it. And, yeah. So not much offense for the Red Sox, but just enough. The Reds had twice as many hits. Well, had 7 hits. Joe Morgan with a couple of hits. 2 stolen bases. But again, was thrown out trying to steal third by Fisk. Definitely a key moment in the ballgame. Reds unable to play to run. And Tiant ended up striking out 8 batters on the day. So Tiant definitely in command from start to finish there. Got into a little trouble in the 8th. I think it was the 8th. Let's take a look at the summary. But yeah, Tiant definitely player of the game. So I think it was the 8th when they threatened to score. Yep. Treason had a single. They had the first 2 batters on. But then Griffey flew out. Actually, they had runners at the corners. Ken Griffey flew out. But Dreesen didn't try to score with nobody out. And then Morgan hit into a double play. So, yeah. So, there is the box score. I'll just, the play-by-play. I'll just pause it every so often so you can look at it if you'd like. Pause it yourself. so the Red Sox. See if I can. Oh, I don't know where the game just went. But anyway, yeah. So the Red Sox prevail, 2-0, and we'll be back for another game from Riverfront Stadium. Game 5 of the series. Yeah, where the Red Sox will try to wrap it up and win the series in game number 5. So let's take a look at the, see if I can find the, bear with me. I'm trying to find the, there we go. Alright, so let's take a look and see who the starters are going to be for a game, at least for the Red Sox anyway. So for the Red Sox, they're going to send... I'll have to take a look at that. I may change that up. I may not let Reggie Cleveland start. But we'll see. To be determined, let's just say that. I think I may have the game 2 starter, or... I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll take a look at it, and we'll see who we're going to have start the game. I'm not sure if I'm going to have Cleveland start there, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give the video a like. Hit that subscribe button so you can help us grow as a channel in our quest to get to 1,000 subscribers. And hit that notification bell so you know when we upload new content. So we'll see you back in game number 5 from Riverfront Stadium. Bye for now.